Very quick question. Thanks so much, Kirk. I'm thoroughly enjoying listening to you. Um, I, without violating any security clearances or classified details, could you put us in the room with a firsthand witness and describe what it felt like and what the expressions of other potential senators that may have been there, again, no names, what it was like to listen from a potentially firsthand witness? Can you put us in the room and tell us what the atmosphere felt like?
Well, James, I don't think in a way that it's very hard to imagine. It's certainly I speak to myself. What was going through my mind is shock and kind of reeling. It's a tough thing to get your mind around, and to be confronted with it. Coming from another person whom you find credible based on their credentials and their clearances and their background and all that. It certainly it makes it hard to go to sleep at night. Um, for a good while.
And
Um,
what did the senators, did they have a sort of slack-jawed appearance as well, or was it just
uh, no, I mean, I don't think any of us fell on the floor, in anguish or anything, but it was very serious and very sobering, and there was, just rapt attention to what was being said and trying to absorb it. But yeah, they would take this information on board.
did you get the impression that these individuals were scared?
Well, it varied. Certainly, in some instances, I mean, some people, there was real fear. Yes, there was real anxiety about speaking out what they had to say. Yeah,
For
it
their
was very
career?
disturbing to them. Yeah.
Very disturbing to them, yeah, okay. So in other words, they believed that there would be dire consequences, or that there could be dire consequences for sharing this information? Is that sort of the impression you got?
Certainly, there was no mistaking that. They made that perfectly clear what they felt like the stakes were for them. But I also think that there was an element of for them of having it just cross their lips in a setting like that. To say what they had to say. It was sort of momentous for them, I think, as well. So in a way, I think it was, if anything, harder for them to be saying these things than it was for us to hear it, maybe.
It's like a weight off their shoulders almost.
Um, Sure, James. I think there was an element of that. Yeah, I would say that there almost certainly was an element of that. I haven't really thought about that before, but now that you mention it, yeah, I would say yeah.